Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. So in today's video, we'll be checking out the IMILAB smartwatch. I think the model is called KW66, so it's a pretty unusual name for a smartwatch right here. IMILAB is supposed to be one of those like a supplier of parts from Xiaomi. So they are using some parts from Xiaomi as well. Either they are supplier of Xiaomi or something, but they're related to Xiaomi. That's why a lot of videos online on YouTube actually says it's the Xiaomi watch, but it is not. This is IMILAB's own watch, and today we'll be checking out what this watch is all about. So it comes in this pretty nice box over here. I love the packaging, and it is about $35 US depending on where you're from. The pricing will be different. So like I said, it comes in this really nice box here, and you can see a couple of key features at the front. We have a 30-day battery life. Of course, it's not going to last that long. Maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks sounds more reasonable. Apart from that, we have 13 sport modes over here. So you'll be able to track a couple of basic stuff, which I will show you later on. And last but not least, it comes with a heart rate monitor, which almost every smartwatch has these days. So this is the box that it came in, and like I said, it's very nice packaging if you're looking to give someone a gift this Christmas for 35 bucks. This looks like the perfect gift. Alright, so I already have the watch here and I've been using it for a couple of days. So let me just show you what this watch is all about. So in terms of design, if you just take a look at it, you'll notice that it looks very similar if you've seen my other videos, and that is, it looks very similar to the Halo Solar. So I have the Solar right here, side by side. You can see how similar they are. They're practically the same watch actually. Like I said, Halo is also one of those brand or partners of Xiaomi. So it seems very natural that they would use the same hardware right here, but just under a different brand. So we have even the same thick bezels in the insides, but yeah, the front still looks pretty good actually. The straps wise, it is a bit different compared to the Halo. I would say that the one on the IMILAB is actually a bit better. And if you just flip the device to the back, here you'll see that it comes in this rather nice casing at the back here compared to the plastics casing on the back of the Halo Solar. So this is not a comparison, but I just wanted to point out the similarities in both the hardware here so you know what to expect with the IMILAB KW66. Alright, so if you look at the bottom here, everything is actually one-to-one. Notice that the sensor's placement of the heart rate monitor is exactly the same as well, and so is the charging ports at the bottom. And just another fun fact, the charger works for both smartwatches here, so you already know that these are basically the same devices. Alright, I'm going to put down the Halo watch for now and just focus on this IMILAB KW66. I must admit, for the price of $35 US, this build quality actually feels a bit better than the Halo. The straps are also a bit thicker here, definitely much more solid and feels pretty good in my hand. So I like the way this silver rim goes around the watch. It looks really good. Again, I must say it looks much better than the Halo one, especially not just in terms of the color, but also in terms of the straps that it comes in. Alright, so moving on, let's just check out the display right here. And we do have a couple of watch faces. So what's different with the Halo here is that IMILAB has actually created a lot of watch faces. There are about 50, maybe 40 or 50 watch faces that you can put on the IMILAB KW66 right here. And they look pretty cool, definitely much nicer than the default ones. And how this operates is if you pull down from the top, this is where you get a couple of quick shortcuts. And if you pull it up from the bottom, sorry about that. If you pull up from the bottom here, you can see your notifications. So the notifications again looks exactly the same as the one on the Halo Solar. You get a couple of fonts here, you have the app icon as well. And you can just glide down to see the different notifications all in here. And if you just want to see a bit more, you can tap that to see more context of your notification. So that's that for the notifications. If I just go back right here, let me zoom out a little bit more. If I go back and look here, if I swipe towards the right, towards the left actually, this is where you get your widgets. So you have your overall status, you have your heart rate going on here. You also have your sleeping records here, the amount of time you slept, your deep sleep, light sleeps, and all that. Very basic stuff that you can expect from most smartwatches these days. Apart from that, you also get your training. So this is a shortcut key that goes into the list of activities, and you have your music player. So that's if you swipe towards the left, you get into your widgets. So if you swipe towards the right, this is where you actually go into the main list of apps. So we have your training, your heart rate, some statistics, your sleeps as well, stopwatch and messages. So it's basically the same thing that you get from the widgets itself. Note that you cannot make any calls or respond to any messages on this watch, just like any other smartwatch these days, unless you are running Android Wear OS. So this of course is not running that, so you can't reply to messages. But yeah, this is basically it, the IMILAB KW66. Moving on, I want to show you a little bit about that list of activities right here. So let me just go into that and show it to you. You have your basic stuff, your running, walking, cycling. You also have your yoga. And one thing it tracks is also a couple of sports here, like your tennis, basketball, and football, rugby, and all this stuff. So you have quite a number of activities that it tracks here. And yeah, it does the job pretty well. Alright, apart from that, moving back, I just want to talk a little bit about that heart rate tracking. So notice that I actually haven't been wearing the watch on, but the heart rate sensor is still going on. So that's one little thing that I found a bit off with the IMILAB KW66, and that is that if you do not wear the watch, the watch will still assume there is a heart rate going on. As you can see here, there is a heart rate going on here. So that is something not very accurate, but if you put the watch on your wrist, it can actually track your heart rate quite accurately. So the funny thing here is, if you don't wear it, it still gets some kind of reading, and that is not very accurate in my books. Alright, so that's it for the heart rate. Apart from that, it doesn't track anything else. No SpO2s, no nap tracking, only your sleep tracking, and no stress tracking. It's a very basic smartwatch here. But like I said, for 35 bucks, this is really what you get with the IMILAB KW66. I think for myself personally, I think this is a good smartwatch to give someone if this is their first smartwatch. If they like something, if they appreciate something with a nice quality, with a good smartwatch watch face like this, and if they just need basic features like your heart rate tracking and your sleep tracking, then this would actually be a decent gift for you to send someone. But if you're looking, or if you're a serious person who wants to track your heart rate very accurately, I think you should definitely look elsewhere, because this doesn't really do the job well. And if you want to track your other activities, maybe use something else, because this doesn't come with a GPS as well. Alright guys, I think for 35 bucks, this is pretty much what you get with the IMILAB KW66. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer every one of them. Stay safe and see you guys in the next one. Bye!